So hello and good evening, this is Ruth Pasuela from Curbal.com, and you can probably hear in my voice that I have a gigantic cold. I've had it for a few days and it still is with me. And I hope that that doesn't disturb what we're going to talk about in this video. Hopefully my voice won't discourage you from watching it at least. And what we're going to talk about today is if the Azure Data Catalog can be used to document Power BI models. If you are not familiar to either documenting Power BI models or what the Azure Data Catalog is, we will go through it in just a second. If you don't think you're interested, just take a look at the first minutes to know what it is in case you will need it in the future, okay? But let's not delay the intro, let's get started. So what is this Azure Data Catalog? This is Microsoft's definition of it, and it is basically a cloud service that will help you discover, understand, and use data sources to get more value from your existing data. I think this definition perhaps doesn't give credit to all the things that the Azure Catalog can do. In my words, the Azure Catalog can allow you and your users to publish data into the catalog. So think of it like a dictionary where you have, or like a library where you have all your data sources in one place. So you can publish your data sources there. You can annotate them. And this is absolutely fantastic. So Azure Data Catalog could be used as your data dictionary for your models. And it is centralized and it can be managed by experts. I will talk about that in a second. And then it allows your users to search this data catalog like you would do in a library. You go there, you say, I would like to get information about customers, they search customers, and then they get it. I will give an example of that too. And once you have found the data source that you would like to get, then you can actually consume it in some of the Microsoft common BI tools like Excel, Power BI. I don't remember if Tableau is included. I read somewhere that it was, but then I haven't seen it in real life. Anyhow, we will check it out. This is quite new to me. I was actually looking for a way to document my data sources, and I just stumbled upon this, and I thought it was so great that I wanted to share it with you. Caution, don't get too excited because this doesn't work quite yet with Power BI. It does, but not really. But before going into that, just let's go through this in a little bit more detail. So when it says you can publish data to the Azure Data Catalog, you can do it through an application. I'll show you that manually on the portal or through an API. I haven't tried the API myself. If I do, I will post a video, of course. Annotate, this is I think one of the great features that you can actually annotate the descriptions to the columns on your data source. You can document the entire data set on a wiki. I think this is fantastic. You can tag experts to the different data sources. For example, if you have like business users that are expert on a specific data source, you can tag them so they can help you document. You can add tags. Like, how cool is that? And you can have, if you have the paid version, I will show you which versions you have, but if you have the paid version, you can actually have a glossary of tags. So your organization will be tagging with the same words, which is, I think, very powerful. You will be able to, your users and yourself, of course, will be able to discover the data sets that are published there by search. There are different ways to search. And then once you've found what you wanted, you can consume it in, this is just an example of sources, there are more, okay? So Excel, Power BI, SQL. But let's do this, let's see how this works. So if you search Azure Data Catalog, you will come here eventually, if you're not the first, at the first search result. And I have to say, I couldn't really understand how powerful this was with the description that they have here. I guess they would have explained it a little bit more. But don't worry, that's what we have this video for. So here you can see, you can of course get started with the service, and you can also see the pricing. So there are two pricing levels. You have free, and then you have the standard. And this is for British pounds. You can search in your own both region and currency, okay? So is free, you can use it for free for unlimited number of users. I wonder if this really will get big, if they will be able to maintain these, I'm not sure. And you have a maximum number of catalog objects, which are 5,000. And then the standard you pay is 8 crowns, but you have in dollars $1 per user or 0.85 euros per user per month. Again, as many users as you like, and then 100,000 catalog objects. One thing to understand with these is that they have set a limit of how many data catalogs an organization can have. So I was working with an organization that wanted to have more than one, and it's not possible. So once somebody in your organization creates a data catalog, that's the one. You can't create more. I think it's actually quite good that they've done that, because it should be just one data catalog. Though I can say that my customers were not very happy. They really wanted to have more than one in their organization. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it, if 1 or 2 should be the right number. So now that we know this, let's get started. I have actually installed this on another computer, so I should be able to do some things here. Perhaps not everything, but... So once you get in here, data catalog, you click try for free. I think here, as you can see, it's asking, okay, where publish the data. That's the first thing that it tells you to do. I have already published some things in there. But what we're going to do for this demonstration is just to publish a new data source, so you can see it. So you can create a manual entry. We're not going to do that. We are going to publish through the application. If you remember what I said in the beginning, you have application, API, or manual entry. And as you can see, is installing something on my computer, and is this application that is needed. So let's install that. Let's give it a second to install. Okay, so let's run it. So here we have Microsoft Software Accept. And now allow this program to search or sign in. Let's do this. And now, Microsoft Azure Data Catalog. Here we have the sources that are actually available to import into the data catalog. There are actually quite a few. I was surprised that quite many were already available. You have ODBC database, you have Mongo, Data Lake, SAP, you have Salesforce, amazing, you have MySQL, Azure Tables, Teradata, oh yeah, you have everything, analysis services. Now here, if you want to know where Azure SQL Server is so SQL database is here. So in SQL Server, you will be able to connect to local and Azure. So I have imported from an Azure SQL Server. Let's do a local now. Okay, so I just connected to my local SQL, and I have two databases. I have YouTube and Google Analytics. I basically do a backup of the data that is available on both sources. It's just, I get less trouble than doing reporting. So let's get all of them, all of these tables. This is my daily subs from YouTube, video stats, that is statistics for the videos. Oh, that's spelled horribly. And then we have videos. And an expert, that would be me. We can do it later. And commas, tags and stuff. And then you just click on registered. And now it is registering the tables on the source that we just imported. How cool is this? So now they say we are ready. So either you register more objects or you view the portal. So let's go through the portal. Opening in a new tab. On Explorer, let's see how that works. Okay, so far so good. User, that should be me. It is me. And now it is filtered by the last thing I uploaded. This is filtered by me as a user and the last time I uploaded something. I don't want to have that filter. I just want to see all my sources. So now I have Google Analytics, I have YouTube, and I have all kinds of stuff in here, which is quite cool. Because I use a tag for the Google Analytics sources, I can see them here. Page tracking, sessions, action, social networks. And then we can see here in YouTube, I can just click on them and I will see everything that has to do with YouTube. So the tags in the beginning are actually quite useful if you set them up right away. And the cool thing about this, here you have the possibility to document your data source. So the friendly name, I would rather not use it because it just, unless you have a really ugly name in here or a very technical name, I wouldn't change it because the users will see sometimes these, and that's not, it would be just get confused. But here we can write, this is that for Curbal YouTube channel. Experts, let's add myself. So this allows me basically to modify and add to this. The connection, if I would like to add some message for how to request access to this source in case somebody sees it and can't access it. So you can write here or contact the IT department or send us an email here or whatever it could be. And then take ownership allows us actually to be the masters for these. You have the possibility to document. This is like a wiki. So you could have YouTube data source. I think this will be so valuable if it's used on organizations. Because here you can document like you probably have in some other systems. I've seen it for all my big customers. They always have somewhere a page where they document the data sources and the changes they do. So this is a way to do it centralized and also a way to invite your users because it's not a technology or a technical program itself. It's also done for users to use and to collaborate. So YouTube data source, here you will find subs and video stats for Curbal channel. Of course, you have to write more than this to make it useful, right? But if I was sharing this data source with somebody else, I would actually spend time explain a little bit more about this. Here, if we go to one of the tables, which is the daily subs, so here you could actually, let's go through what you can see. You can see this is a table with the number of subs per day. Expert, me, myself, and I. So, tags YouTube. Here you have the possibility to add the daily subs and subs. Now, if you have, I just have the free subscription. I haven't upgraded to the paid one yet. But if you have the paid subscription, then you will have here something called glossary. And the glossary, you will basically define the tags that will be used across the organization. It's like super useful. I don't have it, so I just, yeah, the only thing I can do is just what I'm doing now. You can do a preview of what is actually in the table. So actually you can see the countries are there. So it is table with the number of subs per day per country. So here we have country, day, subs gained, subs lost. So then we can have number of subs gained and lost per day per country. So this is quite powerful, right? So you see here and it says, okay, this perhaps the way it should be. This table contains the number of subs gained and lost per day per country. Like super clear. You can't miss that. Here, really useful. You can actually add the description. So this is the country code, 2-digit. And ISO, I don't know right now which ISO is. I should check it and put it in here. This is day, time format. And this is number of subscribers gained, number of subscribers lost. So now we're actually documenting this. And in the new release of Power BI Desktop, it was in January, they actually released the possibility to see descriptions that were available in SQL and report services and to document them directly in Power BI. I mean, if you are a small company, perhaps documented directly in Power BI could be a thing. I wouldn't recommend it though. I think this is much better, and because it's free for an unlimited number of users and 5,000 sources, if you're a small company, you can start using this right away. There is a but, and the but is that there is no integration with Power BI. There was, and it was lost at like a year ago. The descriptions are not visible in Power BI when you are documenting them here, which is a crime. It is a crime. There is an idea on how, for this to get integrated. I'm going to post a link, and we definitely all have to go and vote because this is so powerful. Even if you're a small company, you can use this to document your models. Okay, so here you have it. This is the data catalog integration in Power BI Designer. And this is, you see, it's called Power BI Designer. My God, Power BI Desktop was called Designer in the beginning, so this is like super old. This is from 2014. Charles says that he's on the backlog, and gosh, I hope that they do it. I'm going to post a link to this to make sure you vote it, because the integration should be awesome. I'll show you why. So, okay, so now we have documented this a little bit. Here, this is like super cool. It is a data profile for the table. I mean, this would be like really awesome if Power Query would do it. I think there is, Chris Webb did something like this. So there is a way to do a data profile. I'll see if I can fish that, if I remember right. But anyhow, what you can see here is the actual column names. You can see the data type. You can see how many values you have. You can see the minimum and maximum. You can see the average, the standard deviation. It's really cool to see an overview of how your data looks like. And then you have the possibility, of course, to do a wiki on just that specific table. Think if you have your users, your business experts, help you with this. It would be fantastic, actually. So daily subs, we can start. We could actually copy this. Not possible to copy. Is it possible to copy from here? Let's hope it is. So, and then you can continue, right? I don't want to make the video too long. It's already been, it's like 22 minutes already. But you get an idea. What I'm wondering is if these tags will actually be used as synonyms in the Q&A function in Power BI. I'm not sure. And if not, it would be really cool if they could add it. So we could also administrate the synonyms for Q&A in here. So Microsoft, please. Yeah. But so we have published something, we have annotated. This is what you can do. You can, choose each and every one of the tables that you have, and then you go through the different steps and annotate them. Please make sure you do. It's fantastic. And now discover. So what happens? I am a user and I want to know about subscribers. Subscribe. So here actually they will give me the tables that have something to do with subscribers. Of course, because I've documented this comes up the first. It's a number of subscribers and video stats. I guess it has subscribers too. I don't know. Yeah, subscribers gained, subscribers lost. So if I document this properly, then the Azure Data Catalog will have easier to give me the data feedback. So now think about your own data source. Think about, if a business user wants to know more about customers or more about products, they will be able to type the product and then get the data sources that actually contain that product and go through the documented tables and see like, oh, this is exactly what I need. And once they found what I need, let's say this is exactly what I wanted to have, you can consume it. So you can send it to Excel. You can get like top 1,000 in Excel. You can use to SQL Server data tools, Power BI, Desktop, and Power Query. I read somewhere that it was possible to use it for Tableau, but obviously not because it's not here. I don't know. If you know anything, just let me know in the comment box or us know. So let's consume it in Power BI Desktop. Name Microsoft Corporation. Sure, go for it. Did I say R? Maybe it's using R. Okay, let's see what this does. So here we are. It opened Power BI Desktop by itself. It says connect to the source. I have to use So getting the data, and here it is. So you can put the day, subscribers gained, and then we have access to the actual source, which is amazing. Now, what I was talking about, you have a possibility to, hover over these things. If there's a description, to get the description, and as you can see, we can't see it, which I think is such a pity. As you can see, this is it opened on the ROM Power BI installation, so I haven't downloaded the latest one yet. Otherwise, when you right click, you should see properties and be able to document that. And let's see how the data was imported. If we go up here, we go to the advanced editor, and this is how it looks. It's actually connecting to your source directly, but you did it through the data catalog. So I think this is fantastic. Imagine now, like really imagine if you could see the descriptions in here, what I've actually wrote on country code data on subscribers, if you could see it here. Then we have a way to actually document our models, a centralized way, both for big and small companies. And this is so powerful that I can't believe that the integration is gone. So please make sure you come here and you vote for these, because it's going to help us a lot, all of us in this case. So this is not an enterprise feature yet, at least. It's still free for us, the small companies, to use, right? Another thing I haven't tried, you have analysis services as a source. And what I've tried is that if you have a description for a column on analysis services, it actually shows directly in Power BI when you are connecting directly. So I'm wondering that if you, I don't know, perhaps it doesn't work. If you connect to analysis services, the integration would work. Probably not. I'll check it, but probably not. I don't think so. Probably the descriptions you have in analysis services will work, but not through here. I'm guessing. So one more time, make sure you click on this idea, data catalog integration in Power BI Designer, so we can actually get that going. That will be fantastic. Okay, so today was a long video. We're running like at 30 minutes now. Sorry for that, but I thought that it was worth to do a little bit of a deep dive into the data catalog. It's really, really useful. If you also liked the video and you like the data catalog, let me know by liking it. I can make more videos about it as Microsoft develops it. If you think somebody should know about this, just make sure you share. If you're new to the channel, I publish Power BI videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. And don't forget to click the bell to receive notifications. So I will see you on Friday with a new DAX Friday's edition. So take care. Bye.